Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I thought today it would be fun to do a little stable tour and show you guys all of the horses I currently have. So I have two save files. I have one that was just, I ended up separating them because I wanted to keep like my OG horses from like when I first started playing the game, and the ones that are like mostly my custom creations, and one or two that are bred from those custom creations. So we're just going to dive into this play file, get into the story. Okay, so this is obviously my pride and joy. This horse is actually based off of a horse I knew a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, who has probably long since passed away, who I've never seen again, and it's so sad, but he has a very special place in my heart. So I had to get really creative with the names of everybody because there's certain words that they don't allow. So I will kind of tell you who all is here. Everybody in here, with the exception, I think, of 4 or 5 of these horses, are actually based off of famous horses. So this is Carefree Summer. Carefree Summer is based off of a childhood horse that I loved. Okay, you know what? The goals gotta stop flashing. We gotta make that stop flashing. Thank you. We know. Okay, Wild Wanderer is based off of Hidalgo. Maybe I can just go through here is probably better because that thing just loves to flash. Everything needs to be flashing in this game. I don't know why. Come on now. Okay, so this is Carefree Summer based off of, like I said, a horse from my childhood who I was very, very fond of. I was able to actually get him really, really close. The only thing that he's lacking is actually a little bit of this darkness over his eyes as well. But I was super happy that they had a coat coloration that included the lighter mane and tail, because it really is so close. It's kind of spooky, actually. Okay, and next up is Wild Wanderer. This is based off of Hidalgo. I did my best, but obviously I think maybe now with the update there might be some coats that work a little bit better. I'll have to take a closer look to see. This was as close as I could get at the at the time that I made this, so I'm pretty proud of how he turned out. But I also tried to think of what the distance and track surface and like position would be. So he unfortunately doesn't do particularly well in terms of like the competitive and racing side of things, but he is so beautiful, so he kind of makes up for it. Okay, Glorious Cookie is based off of Ginger from Black Beauty, and although she's quite plain, I really do, there's something so soft about this particular little face, this little area right here, this little pink. I think these horse models have to be some of the most beautiful horse models I've ever seen in any horse game, and I have played a lot of horse games. This is the only one that I consistently come back to, so that says something, right? Okay, and this is Black Beauty, aka Midnight Star. So one of my only complaints with this game. So this black for me is like a very warm black, and I don't feel like there's one that's particularly cool in terms of like the reflections and stuff. Like everything feels very yellow. Now, obviously there is whatever global ambient like light situation that they've got going on that is quite warm. On most of the horses you can kind of see that, but on this one in particular it's quite obvious, and it does bug me just a tiny bit. And also I don't think I was able to find, because obviously I picked this one, but I don't think I was able to find a black coat pattern that didn't have a lot of pink around the nose. And of course the Black Beauty, the specific version of Black Beauty that I'm referencing is from, what was the film that came out in the 90s? And I was really trying to go for that deep sort of bluey kind of black, just completely all over. But you know what? This is as close as we could get. And also, this is another one who doesn't, I'm not sure why, who doesn't have the best luck when it comes to the races. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, because he's got identical stats to another one of my horses, but I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal is. And I'm not even talking about when I race with them, because of course then it's a little more consistent, but like if I hire a jockey to do it, it's sort of kind of bizarre. Anyways, so Wonderful Wednesday is based off of the horse whose name I'm totally gonna forget. Was it a horse called Wonder from the Thoroughbred series? Now, I had a real interesting time trying to figure out what this horse actually looked like, because of course I read that book when I was a wee kid. Okay, so that was a hot minute ago. But I was always very fond of that story, and so Wonderful Wednesday was the best name that I could. I wanted them all to be like announcer friendly as well, which we all know can be a real struggle since there's not really that many options, but this one was. So, and it's kind of funny because Wednesday is also a show that I really love, so Wonderful Wednesday I thought fit perfectly. Star Rebellion was an accident. I made this horse basically by accident. I was really excited. It was based off of another horse that I had near the beginning of the game when I was first kind of playing, so it wasn't level 10, or even level 9 for that matter. And it was named, what was she named? I think she was like Galaxy Rebellion, and she was very similar, but I wanted to go with something just outrageous for this. I wanted just a lot of patterns, so that's what happened there. So this isn't based off of anyone, but Star Rebellion, obviously we've got like a little bit of Star Wars maybe in there a little bit. And Weirdo Machine was actually a random horse that when I opened the horse creator, this is what there was. I don't think I made any changes to it. I just loved it so much that I was like, well, I guess you're coming home with me $24 million later, you know? Because man, are they expensive. Yuck. Anyways, I also just noticed there's some like artifacting happening in the pattern that I don't think was there before. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's a little glitchy poo from the latest update. Who knows? But there is definitely something going on in the neck there that wasn't there before. Okay, Dream Aurora, but I really wanted to have that kind of ghostly, snowflakey kind of a vibe, you know, very, I don't know, ethereal. And you can see I actually have, there is some texture. Snowflake dapples just back here and here. And I think it really, you only see it in certain lighting, but boy, when it shows up, and it's so pretty. Okay, and the last horse is actually the daughter of, if we look at the pedigree, of Carefree Summer and Glorious Cookie. This is the second of their foals, and the other one is in the other save file. I wish now that I hadn't sold her. I wish you could transfer horses between save files. I think that would be really cool if they introduced like a buy and sell between things. Like that might be in, because I know a lot of people actually play the game with multiple save files, so you know, it might be kind of a cool thing to do in the future. Haha, if they're ever listening, I don't know. And I think it's really intriguing that she came out with the coloring that she did. Now she's still in training. She's got a long way to go. I don't know if I will sell her. There's a little bit of an inside sad story about the flamingo part of it, so I'm going to probably hang on to this one. I kind of feel like it's a sign from above, so I don't know. That's going to be the thing. And that's everybody that I have on this save file. And of course, I do have lots of room still for a lot more. I'm not really sure who else I want to bring into the fold, so to speak. I do think because it would be really nice to be able to actually rank with horses in the community and like in the showing and stuff, like when you do the, what am I trying to say here? When you do the cross country and the races and stuff, I thought it would be really cool. So, but you're going to need to have, where am I going? Oh my gosh. You actually need to have a horse that's not a custom creation. So I might choose one or two more, like to breed one or two more from my little group here. I'm not sure who I would do. Comment below if you think there's anybody in particular that you think would be a good mix together. I only have, my stallions are Carefree Summer, Wild Wanderer, Midnight Star. I think that's it. I don't think Weirdo, you're not, you're a mare. Yeah, you're a mare. So those are my stallion options. And I want to keep everybody, I know this is terrible, I kind of want to keep everybody level 10. So so that's kind of, I could probably design somebody new, but I find it really interesting how the genetics work in this game with the custom creations, because of course they don't have like lineage, so to speak. So it's kind of a bit of a gamble, as it were. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. If you found this interesting, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm a super new channel, so everything helps. I mean, comment below if you think there's a combination here that you might want to see me try. Should I make a video about that? Who knows? And are you enjoying the new update? What else have you noticed? If you missed my last video, I'll be sure to link to it. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to catching you all again in my next video. Bye for now!